Chiropractic Council. Our expert for tonight is Dr. Amy Spoelstra, who's from where?
Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
Idaho. Dr. Amy works with children mostly and works in a very specific area. Let's talk about some of the kids you see and some of the things that parents can look for when they have concerns or interests in their children's health. Who do you typically see in your office?
So we see a lot of kids. We always say like, hey, we see the kids first. And then usually the parents are like, hey, I want some of that too. I want to have a healthy nervous system and expression of life. And we're like, okay, we'll take care of you too. But we specifically, we see a lot of kids that are typically developing. We also see a lot of kids who have behavioral, learning, socialization, developmental challenges. And I would like to just remind people that it's not just diagnosed challenges, but really kids that are having trouble meeting the demands of the world right now, really adapting to stress. These are the kids that we see. And unfortunately, we're seeing a lot more of these kids over the past few years. Yeah.
Right.
So a couple of things that I think are really important when we're speaking directly to parents, that's you guys out there, that I really like to help parents see is that, you know, a lot of times parents are like, well, how do I know if my kid is doing okay with all the stress in the world right now? How do I know if they're not adapting well to stress? And one of the things I want to help you see and maybe watch in your kids is this concept of watching and wondering. So we want to not just look at the deficits or the challenges that kids are having. Like, for example, if a child has a diagnosed reading disorder like dyslexia, but maybe if your child is having some trouble, you know, sitting still, or they're having avoidance activities when they, or behavior when they, or they become disruptive in class, and you're hearing that from the teachers when the reading assignment comes or when up close task comes. So one of the things that I want to help parents see is like, hey, if you're getting, you know, feedback from teachers, from tutors, from other parents that your child is having challenges with behavior or learning, I want you to ask, specifically with behavior, I want you to ask, okay, when in the day do you notice this behavior better? And when do you notice it worse? It's not just your kid is bad. There are no bad kids.
Right.
Not just like your kid is broken. That's absolutely not true. There's a reason for all behavior. So really say, when is my child having these challenges? And try to develop what I call your watch and wonder journal. Try to get to the reason of, okay, when is this challenge happening and what is happening? What types of demands are happening in their environment? Do we have a scenario where demand is not meeting ability or readiness? And if you see that and you consistently see that, we want to do a few things. And one of those things is look to improve adaptability to stress. That's what the chiropractor does. We look at stress and how stress is impacting the brain. And so if we're seeing consistent challenges in certain areas of your kid's life, we want to see, do we need to help them improve adaptability to stress, which right now is most kids, honestly.
Oh, it's absolutely monstrous. Amy, where can they find out more information or learn about this stuff and become more learned about themselves so they can then see their children in a different way?
Well, we do have the Focus Academy is a Facebook page. We also have gofocusacademy.com. Those are both really directed more towards the doctors, but we do have a lot of parents that follow there to get information, to get brain-based concepts. We also have on the gofocusacademy.com page a directory of certified focus doctors who you can go to that are all over the world, actually, that you can go to see, okay, how do I get a doctor that understands this brain-based concept to help my kid a little bit more? And we have a book coming out and we have an app coming out directly for parents and that stuff as well. But right now, find a brain-based or focus certified or chiropractor who really looks at the nervous system and adaptability to stress.
Awesome. Our expert for tonight has been Dr. Amy Spoelstra from Idaho. And I recommend that if you have any interest in this whatsoever, you have questions, find a doc in your area, go to those pages, find them, and help your children get even better. Dr. Amy, thank you so much.
Thank you.